I didn't mean to flip on Facebook. So we'll get rid of that. See if this works. I flipped on Facebook by mistake. One of these days I'll actually know what I'm doing with this streaming stuff. I just gotta invest the $9,000 into building the proper setup. So let's put her in park for right now. Not a whole lot going on yet. Let me see. Let's see. Hey, Mabus. Not a whole lot going on yet. But I scheduled it for 4, so here we are. Let me see here. Got 8. What's going on, Raymond? I am in Marianna, Arkansas. Sort of just waiting for things to happen. Replying to some comments right now. Oh, thank you for being here. Not a whole lot going on yet, but you know, we're kind of just on the cusp of this thing here. Really, the line of storms isn't too far off. Dying soon. All the chasers that were on the other side of the river are now crossing and heading over this way. Could always poke out west of town and take a look at the open sky. Looks like there's a cemetery just outside of town. Well, we can do that. I think the tornado watch was finally issued. It's here. Live now thing. This is a new magnet mount that I'm using for the windshield. Kind of wobbles a little bit. Old big clunker phone here. This is the first stream with the Starlink Mini. I've already discovered I can't go to the gas station underneath the gas station awning without it cutting off, so bonded device connection is certainly going to be the way to go to prevent that from happening. So there's the cemetery, but it looks out over a bunch of trees. We'll just get somewhere just west of town here and poke a view. I do have an appointment to get the windshield done pretty soon. They're in Texas, so they're waiting for it to not be cold. Actually, I probably could have sat in that little spot right there. Might pull a Yui and do that. There's like a little spot next to this shed. Or there's a road up here. Probably know where to pull off of said road. But we'll check it out. Let's see here. Let's go to my channel. Mute that. Hey, Kevin. What was needing fixing? Looked like I did lose signal for a moment. I'm hoping my phone's not trying to jump back onto my cell network. It's the first time I'm running the Starlink, so we'll see how it performs. I got it mounted up here on the dash. Right there. So we'll see. I think what I need to do is run the bonded connection. Because when I stop to get gas, it won't function underneath the gas station awning. So that stinks. It's all a work in progress. I'm hoping it's better than what it was before. The old circle of death. It has a supreme signal now. This is the Mini, which I guess is the most sensitive to bad weather. And I'm running it inside the vehicle instead of outside where it's supposed to be, because I haven't figured out a solution for hail protection yet. So it's a work in progress. Can't be any worse than tethering to my phone though. So we just hope that this stays consistent. Yeah, I see our tornado watch is finally issued. Nothing really organizing yet. No. They're just sitting out here sitting west of Mariana, Arkansas. Just kind of looking out to the west. Our line of storms is out there. I wonder if that's even... Nah, that can't be part of the shelf. There's no way. Chasing over here is always so difficult because you have limited river crossings. So there's like 50-mile gaps in where you can sit to be able to cross the Mississippi River. So you kind of have to pick one side of the river or the other. Either pounce on the storm early and hope you don't get left behind, or you sit and wait for it and hope it doesn't do something before it gets to you, or in today's case, you hope it doesn't get dark. I'm going for trying to see something in the day. I think the QLCS tornado threat really ramps up after dark. By then, the line should be pushing out of Memphis into perhaps western Tennessee, north central Mississippi. I'm going for potentially something visual in the day here in the better terrain. QLCS after dark doesn't really interest me that much. Here's what it and what the HER is showing. I'm terms of placement of this line. So 430 right now is going to be 20. Goes for 22Z. Isn't exactly what we get now. It's close. It's close enough. See some nice backed wind barbs over by Clarksdale. That's, oh, I forgot to post my target on YouTube. Whoops. Sorry, y'all, YouTube members. I posted it to Facebook subscriptions, but I forgot to do it to YouTube. My bad. A lot of moving steps to this. I'm a one-man operation. Plus, I'm running a new system, so my attention has been largely focused on seeing how that does and if all this money I spent was worth it. Taking a look at the tornado watch now. I haven't. Tor watch 215. That's the date, not the tornado watch number. Probably not going to make a new post out of that. I will just post it in the old thread. Messing around with this mount. Who's hanging out with me in chat? How's y'all's Sunday? What are you doing on a Sunday since there's no football? Looks like there's 31 of you, so thank you. Oh, that sound was me not putting my water bottle in my cup holder and it hitting the floor because I missed. See, this has things really ramping up at 2Z, which is 8 p.m. Ugh. We're really gonna have to wait 3.5 more hours? That'll stink. This line looks pretty dang gnarly overnight, though. Man, that I-55 corridor, north central, northeast Mississippi, is gonna get rocked. East of Memphis, western Tennessee, north central Mississippi. Yeah, this line's gonna be nasty. Especially when that wind shear ramps up. Rich, Mississippi. Study some roads here for a second. Can I go? Yes, you can. You can go through Birdie up towards the Sledge. Okay. Could always get this thing as it goes into Memphis. Clarksdale Ob, 75 over 75. Yeesh, that is some juice. Probably foggy over there. What's going on, Nate? Is it Saturday? Oh my goodness. Shows you where my head's at. I thought it was Sunday. Oh lordy. Does that mean I put Sunday on one of my posts on Facebook? I have to go back. Hang on. Oh boy. I just put February 15th. Thank you. I don't know why I've had it in my head for so long that today was Sunday. That's what 2 hours of sleep will do to you. I am Nate. This is on the Starlink. I'll pop this thing off. It's right there. That mount is kind of janky. I'm not very happy with it. I bought this black cover for it to reduce the glare in the windshield. That does a nice job, but yeah, this mount is kind of cheap. I don't know why they have this dumb plastic. So inevitably, when I have to stop and get gas, I'll lose y'all. Hopefully it doesn't like start up a whole new stream, and maybe this one will just pause for a minute while I'm getting gas. So that's unfortunate, but I'm working my way up to running a bonded carrier device where I'll have Starlink and a cell phone backup running on one router. That way when the Starlink dips out for those minor inconveniences, such as being in a tree canopy or a tunnel or anything like that, the cell phone can kick in and carry the stream for those few moments. So there are some downsides to using the Starlink. We'll see. Hopefully it's better. It should be. I spent a lot of money on this crap, so it better be. Oh, I-55 going into Memphis from Arkansas. Ugh. Well, thank you for that, heads up. Arkansas. Ugh. Well, thank you for that, heads up. I-55 going into Memphis from Arkansas. Why they always got to be doing construction everywhere. Yikes. See, that already makes me not want to go over there. Just deal with that construction. Does not sound like fun. So thank you for that information. Maybe we'll just have to avoid Memphis for the day. All the media and damage chasers will be up there. Mississippi right now. There's only a few of us. Most everyone else is right on the other side. Highway 61 in Mississippi, or they're on I-55 side. Kind of monitoring things, but I can dip south into Mississippi. I sat here in Marietta because I wasn't sure south or go south out of here and then get over toward Mississippi. Honestly, both will probably be about the same as far as thunderstorms go. The environment really isn't that much different. As a matter of fact, I like some of the surface obs are better further south. You got a little bit of wind backing in Clarksdale and Greenville. You have a southerly wind and a slight southeasterly wind in Clarksdale. Slight southwest wind in Tunica, Mississippi. And then by the time you get to Memphis, it's a little bit more veered to the southwest. So that means that surface low is somewhere up there in eastern Arkansas probably. Those back winds will only help low level wind shear even more. Sometimes it's that simple. You look for the obs that are simply backed. I've used that strategy before, and it's like, I'm going to go here for no other reason than the winds are backed, and you end up getting a tornado. Worked out real well in Litchfield, Illinois back in 2011. Wasn't sure where to target. I saw one backed METAR, and I said, I'm going to go there. Sure enough, the tornado of the day happened. Doesn't always work though, but every now and then it's a strategy you can pick out of your pocket. Right now I'm getting 2200 kilobytes a second on the bit rate, but I see it jumping around from like 700 to about 3000. So it's certainly a volatile connection. Right now it just dropped to 3. Oh good, that's the lowest I've seen it. Yeah, it dropped to 3. 2051. This is kilobytes a second. You know, 2 megabytes a second. .3, 3,300 kilobytes a second. It's better than phone tethering, that's for sure. My phone was getting like 100 to 400. So as long as this doesn't completely data drop out on me too often, it's already an improvement. And then hopefully I start seeing a return on investment and I can upgrade the system even more. That's the goal. Am I connected? I am connected on the laptop. I'm going to do a speed test and see what happens. Good old speedtest.net. I see. SpaceX Starlink. Go. Up, which is 3 on the upload. Typically you don't want to go lower than 1. I guess I don't need the defroster on. Looks like we got one little rain spud coming that way. It'll be interesting to see what happens to the signal when this little rain shower moves overhead. Okay, I'm gonna close this off on YouTube right now. I can see the chat in Restream, so that's good, and the view count. Vehicle turning off. No, I promise I'm still here. I have to pee. I might go back into town and take a whiz real quick. I would do it out here, but there's a bunch of houses around. I might go do that just to drain the tank. There's nothing happening really urgent anyway, so I'll go back to that gas station, drain the tank. Not healthy. I will be right back.